about the cyclobutane that we have discussed in the last lecture about the cyclobutane, I think. But let's again discuss about the cyclobutane, uh, how we bring about how the conformational analysis of the cyclobutane is usually done. The first question is that what is the most stable structure of the cyclohexane, in which stable conformation the cyclohexane exists. So the answer for that is the puckered shape, right? It is this one. In most of the book you can see that the angle is 90 degree, right? There's a 90-degree angle, but in some book there's an angle of 88. So every carbon of the cyclobutane is sp3 hybridized. So sp3 hybridized carbon is assumed to be showing an ideal angle of 109.5, but unlikely this is showing an angle of 88 or 90, which is deviating. So you can subtract this from the 109.5, and that comes around 19 to 21. 19 to 21. So it is deviating by 19 to 21 from the ideal angle. It means that if we calculate that every carbon you can divide that 19 or 21 by 2, so that much will be contributed by each carbon, because usually the angle is subtended by two carbon. I mean, two carbon, they are responsible. For instance, for this angle, these two carbon are responsible. So every carbon is contributing how much towards the angle strain. You can calculate that. Apart from that, you can also see that there's a torsional strain or the steric strain even in this structure. So this is not free of the angle strain or torsional strain. But if you look at the Newman projection, compared to the cyclopropane, it has minimized the value of the angle strain, because in cyclopropane we saw that that was like 60 degree minus 49 was the 49.5, that was the figure that was deviating by an angle of 49.5 from the ideal angle. But here in this case we see that the cyclobutane deviated by 19.5 degrees something. But the other important thing is that it has also relieved the torsional strain, as well as it has relieved the steric strain. You can see that in the cyclopropane you saw that the two hydrogens, they were facing each other, like I can show that. Here you can see that these two hydrogen, they were eclipsed, but here in the cyclobutane you can see that the two hydrogens, they are now gauche, right? So they are gauche staggered. In this case they have relieved the steric strain, the angle strain, as well as the torsional strain. In the cyclobutane, you can see that four of the out of four carbon atoms, three carbons, they are lying in one plane. For instance, if you put it this way, you can see that these will be in line. If you are looking at this side, when you can see that this one, this one, this one, these three are lying in one plane, this will go above. So it depends upon on which side you are viewing it. Okay, so this is the Newman projection for that. This can show that you will see from one end, because Newman projection is the end view. You are looking at this molecule from here. This, you will see that the back carbon will be hid by the front carbon. So you will see the front carbon like this way as a whole, and the back carbon will be hiding by the front carbon, and you will not see that, but the only hydrogen will be visible. So you can see that in this way, that the back hydrogen, they are only visible. So this is comparatively compared to the cyclopropane, the structure of the cyclobutane is more stable. Experimentally, we can confirm this by the checking the per CH2 heat of combustion. The per CH2 heat of combustion of the cyclobutane is much more less than the cyclopropane. You can see there that is 27 kilojoule per mole less stable than the cyclohexane. Why we are comparing with the cyclohexane? I already told you that in the cyclic structures, cyclohexane is actually the one that has the lowest, that is considered the most stable structure with the lowest lowest heat of combustion per CH2. So the bottom line is of all this is that cyclobutane has relieved all type of the strains, whether that is angle strain, torsional strain, or the steric strain, compared to the cyclopropane. Hence, cyclobutane is more stable than the cyclopropane. Now coming towards the conformational analysis of the cyclopentane. In the cyclopentane, just like the every other cyclic structure, there's one possibility where we can keep all the carbon in one plane. That will be the most highly unstable conformation of the cyclopropane, the planar structure, because by doing that, we will have the peak of everything. We will have eclipsing of the hydrogen all over. We will have a highest angle strain. We will have a highest torsional strain. In order to avoid that, in order to minimize the strain, overall strain, what kind of the options the cyclic structure may have is that they can push one or the other carbon out of the plane. So cyclopropane can do that by pushing one of the carbon out of the plane, and that will result in the envelope shape. You can see that in this 3D model. These four, this one. The four carbon, they are lying in one plane, and one of the carbon that is lying above the plane. So it is this way. So it can relieve the pressure by just adopting this structure. There's also one other possibility of the structure that is called, I guess, the twisted type of structures, where you can keep, I think, two of the carbon in one, three in the other plane. So that band structure is also possible for the cyclopropane. But the most stable structure for the cyclopentane is the envelope shape, where one of the carbon that is going up. I'm not in favor of this statement that the envelope is the most stable, because that band shape is even more stable than this. What will be that band shape? That will be if we are, pushing this one. You can do that. Just how? First of all, keep all the carbon of the cyclopropane in planar form, and then what you can do, this push this one below and this one above. What would happen? Three of the carbon, they will come in one plane, and two of the carbon will be, one will be above and the other will be below the plane. By doing that, somehow we can minimize the overall strain. So, but in the you can see that the Newman projection of this structure, that by doing that, you can see that we will have this kind of a structure, where the hydrogen, two hydrogen, in fact, they are the four hydrogen, they are all in the Gauss staggered form. They have relieved the structure. They have even relieved the angle strain as well, right? They have relieved the angle strain. They have relieved the torsion. So they have relieved the torsional strain. They have relieved the angle strain. Let me explain in the other clip. I think this is now over, and